Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your support to our channel. Following the High Court declaration that the Azimio coalition is the majority coalition and the Kenya Kwanza will remain the minority side, Kalonzo Musyoka is revealing that he called Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta and they have convened an urgent tensed meeting on Wednesday to iron out their issues. This meeting is coming rather at a very precarious moment because many things have happened ever since Raila sort of joined the government. And Kalonzo is accusing the ODM of selling its birthright. He's wondering how someone like Opiyo Wandayi now feels after it has been revealed that he should have been the majority leader, but now he has been appointed by a minority party to serve in the same government as the Minister for Energy. And Kalonzo is saying that perhaps this is the moment for reconciliation so that they can take that which belongs to them. Now, as this meeting is going to take place, there seems to be a paradigm shift. They are not holding together. Take, for example, in recent past, Uhuru Kenyatta, who was highly expected to endorse Kalonzo Musyoka for 2027 because Azimio needed to have picked one candidate to challenge William Ruto, has gone to endorse Fred Matiang'i. Raila Odinga has gone to government and its party is breathing hot and cold. It is only Kalonzo that has somehow remained firm. Number two, several of those affiliated parties have gone. Martha Karua left. I think Eugene Wamalwa is gone. Kalonzo also said he's considering leaving Azimio. ODM, if you listen to some of the members, they are saying Azimio no longer exists. We are not part of it. So, as the court revealed that the Azimio coalition is the majority coalition, they must come together if they have to take their rightful share. But this meeting, if you ask me, is one that is going to be tense. Kindly listen to Kalonzo Musyoka.
The Wiper leader was speaking in Kitui County, says the Azimio coalition has convened a meeting on Wednesday to take stock of the ruling by the High Court that handed back the opposition coalition party its bragging rights in the National Assembly.
I've spoken to Raila Odinga, I've spoken to Uhuru Kenyatta. On Wednesday, we want our PG, the Azimio, after you guys have met on Tuesday, ndio tupange. Na wale ambao walikuwa wanaimba praises ya Ruto na nini, I'm sure you're feeling rather awkward.
Musyoka says all along Azimio was the rightful owner of the majority benches that the Kenya Kwanza MPs have been warming for 2 years.
And for the love of their country, and for the love of democracy, even the 4 or 5 ODM cabinet secretaries can even resign. Wakiresign, Wandayi was a majority leader. Sasa ndiye waziri wa Kawe. He must be feeling rather awkward.
You know, Kalonzo has always been firm. He's remained very steadfast in criticizing William Ruto, checking the government. If you listen to the ODM members, they are saying that they cannot criticize the same government that they have donated leaders to work for. That is like shooting themselves in the foot. Uhuru Kenyatta, despite endorsing Fred Matiang'i to take on William Ruto, also gave, it is believed so, 3 leaders to work with William Ruto. That is William Kabogo, Mutahi Kahiga, and people like Murithi, and even the former governor Lee Kinyanjui. So they sort of have betrayed the coalition, if you ask me. And as Kalonzo puts it, the ODM sold their birthright. Because even if they had to dish out those positions, ODM will still have the lion's share. And if you want to understand that there is a problem within the party, especially ODM, Caleb Hamisi, who is the Saboti MP, was challenging the ODM party that they must now come out explicitly and explain to their supporters whether they are in government or in opposition. Trying to echo what Martha Karua once said, that you cannot blow hot and cold. You cannot have your cake and eat it at the same time. ODM is divided right in the middle. there is a group that feels they're in government to stay during this moment, before and even after 2027. But there's another group that is saying we can never join Kasongo. People like Orengo, people like Caleb Hamisi, people like the Secretary General. Listen to Caleb Hamisi.
Na saa hii tunasema itafika wakati baba ametoka kule AU, tutakuja hapa na party leader muwe tayari kutueleza are we in the government or we are not. If you don't do that, you are going to end up with two ODM. You will have ODM in government and ODM in opposition. You will have done a disservice to the many years Raila Odinga has fought for this party. The leaders who are here, you are sitting on a seat. The party leader who founded this party is struggling to get a seat in AU. But you are comfortably here as MPs, as governors. But Raila koko barabara. If you spoil this party, you will have spoiled the work of Raila Odinga for many years. Mungu awabariki.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember, things are rather awkward for all the leaders. Raila Odinga has a pact with William Samoei Ruto. His people are in government. He needs that support ahead of the AUC election. At the same time, Kenyans and the coalition partners are waiting for him to see and understand his position. If you read what Opondo Kaluma, one of the very closest allies of Raila Odinga, was saying, is that this is overtaken by events. In fact, sometimes things are very funny. Instead of confronting this ruling to take the rightful, positions, Opondo is telling us that they are blaming this court that dragged. According to him, this was a deliberate procrastination, and he feels that this ruling is coming at this moment so that they can be divided, that the broad-based government can be divided. Surely, if you ask me, sometimes we need to face the truth. Orengo was asking a very pertinent question. Is it time that we are going to abandon our position and sit down to negotiate again? And that's why Raila is in a very awkward position, very precarious for him. There is pressure from his side telling him, we have to take what belongs to us. At the same time, he does not want to betray William Samoei Ruto. So we are going to see, is Raila going to betray the ODM supporters? Is he going to betray the coalition partners? Or is he going to betray William Ruto? Politics always is about betrayal. Like it stands now, it has to be betrayal. Uhuru Kenyatta, on the other side, is he going to embrace this? Or is going to say, let's status quo remain. For Kalonzo, he is on his spot on. He's saying, liwe liwalo lazima tuchukue, ni haki yetu. And of course, I think those are the sentiments of Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, and all those. But as that is happening, ladies and gentlemen, it is also expected that they are going to discuss impeachment. Many people believe that if they come together, they feel they should impeach William Ruto. And I don't know whether this can work. I want us to read what Senator Richard Onyonka, the Kisii senator, is saying. And of course, I saw this, they are apportioning this to the Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka, and Nelson Havi said the same, that we told President Ruto that the impeachment of Gachagua was a preparatory act for his eventual impeachment by ODM, but he never listened. I am told the following weeks and months will be nights of long swords. It will be more calamitous if Raila Odinga loses the AU election. Now, many people feel that if they will use that meeting to come together and agree to work together and decide that we have to resume our role of checking this government, of ensuring that Kasongo does the right thing, then they might consider sponsoring an impeachment motion against William Samoei Ruto. As to whether this can work or not, I don't know, because I know Jubilee will go for it. Wiper will go for it. ODM is divided, but even Wiper, I feel, is divided. And so many people feel that there is an impending impeachment attempt against William Ruto. Do you think they can get the requisite numbers if they decide to impeach William Ruto? Because if they sponsor this motion, then Gachagua will be in. It is said that for Gachagua to be sent home, ODM played a very big role. They are the ones that donated the support that was needed to gain the numbers that William Ruto really needed to send Rigathi home. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a rather, what I just call precarious moment, because we are just waiting. It is very unpredictable what is going to happen next. As to whether all of them are going to attend, because Kalonzo was saying he had contacted the three principals, that is now himself, Raila, and Uhuru. I don't know whether he also contacted Martha Karua, and I think, legally speaking, Martha had officially left Azimio. That is why Kalonzo maybe did not contact her, because it is in writing. They voted and they declared that Martha is no longer a NAC or something. She's in the People's Liberation Party, which is not part of the Azimio. And I've seen Martha also challenge UDM to be true to its mission. I don't know. I don't know whether she will also want to attend that meeting, but she's not part of it. Has Eugene left? I don't know. He had indicated that he was leaving. I think DAP also left, if I'm not sure. So the parties that have not officially left with ODM, Jubilee and Wiper, though the actions speak louder than words, they have left in spirit, but legally you cannot bind them. There's no legal binding that they have left Azimio. Do you think they will stick together? If they stick together, what does it portend to William Ruto? Because let me tell you, if all these people stick together, the only person that is outside here is Raila. If Raila rallies his support back to Azimio, let me tell you, William Ruto might have sleepless nights, as it is said that it is expected that the nights that are coming ahead of us will be nights of thorns to William Ruto. And I understand from credible sources and very reliable that Ruto's side is praying day and night that Raila clinches the AU seat, because with that he will have a breathing space. With the country of rebellion that William Ruto is facing, if Raila loses that seat and begins on that very momentum, joins people like Gachagua to start criticizing William Ruto again, it is not going to be very easy for William Ruto. So, ladies and gentlemen, we wait and see, because Wednesday is the D-Day. We live in a very confused state of affairs. We want to see who Raila will decide to betray. Is it Ruto? Is it the handshake and the broad-based government? Is it the coalition partners? Is it the party followers? I don't know. We want to wait and see. And from where William Ruto is, I know it's also shaking. Some experts are saying that William Ruto might just decide to allow Azimio to take their parts, their rightful parts, in accordance to the ruling that was made by the High Court, because what does he lose? He's already working cordially with them. So he will have to weigh between losing Kimani Chungwa, and because there's nothing that we lose anyway. If Kimani Chungwa and Junet Mohammed swap roles, Junet Mohammed is still loyal to William Ruto. So William Ruto can accept. It's the same thing. If anything, he has even parted ways with the Murima. So he can decide, let's follow the law, so that Junet becomes the minority leader, Kimani minority leader, Silvanus Osoro the minority chief whip, Millie Odhiambo the majority. If anything, you've seen the Luos, the way they are very happy about just two positions that they were given, energy and finance, saying that we've never held this before. If they are added, the majority in the National Assembly, including the majority chief whip, I can assure you they will be home and dry. So Ruto can just decide to go by the demands, because this will even strengthen and intensify the relationship the handshake and the broad-based government. The only problem is that they are working together. So the majority and the minority will be playing the same role. Yet the minority party is supposed to check the government. That is the situation where we are, an amorphous kind of government. Who is the government? Who is the opposition? We do not know.